Hello and welcome to my Let's Play Dark Souls 2. It's been a little while waiting for it, but here it is. Been looking forward to it. I've had the game on the 360 now since launch, and I have played through and completed the game, but I haven't really done much in the way of extras. So there's a fair bit I don't know. What I did do before I started this video was I just made a character and loaded it into the game to make sure that the settings were okay and that it ran fine. So as you can see, he's got 23 seconds on the clock and he's level 1, so I've pretty much done nothing with him. So we'll load him in. If you want to see the opening cinematic, what I'll do is I'll pre-record it and I'll put it onto my channel just so you can take a look. Put it at the start of this Let's Play series. It's going to be quite casual. I tried to explain too much into detail on my Let's Play for the original Dark Souls, and I got some feedback. People told me it felt more like a walkthrough than a Let's Play, and I can't really say I know enough about the game to warrant doing a walkthrough, so I'm literally just going to run through the game, explain it as I see it, and we'll see how it goes. I will put some pointers up for the stuff that I do know, like that rusted coin. It increases your item find when you use it, so that's one to remember if you want to farm some items. Just run down there and grab some bits. Small, smooth and silky stone. You'll see me use that in a little while, so it don't really need much of an explanation. I'm going to skip some cutscenes. If you want to see the cutscenes from now on, just chuck it in the description and I'll let it play out. One thing that's different on this one is that on the PlayStation Network and on the Xbox, when you summon somebody, you get to see their name, like their PlayStation Network name or their game tag. Whereas on Steam, you actually see the name that they type in, so it's a little bit different. Just going to use my channel name. This is the character selection screen, or the creation screen, sorry. I'm going to play the Knight. And I'm going to choose the petrified something. Muscular physique, going to be a man. I'm just going to make a quick character, because I plan on wearing a helmet through most of the game, so it doesn't particularly matter what I look like. One thing I will change though is that hideous nose. It's bloody massive. There we go. Isn't he pretty?
All people come here for this.
That's all the stuff you get from the pre-order bonus if you bought the game before the release day. Some pretty good stuff, but I'm not really going to use any of it, to be honest. It's all stuff to sell. Human effigy. That is an item that allows you to return to human state if you end up getting hollowed. So it's a good one to stockpile, really. Especially if you plan on doing a lot of co-op play and stuff like that. Right. I am going to attempt to kill an enemy. Stress. Attempt. This guy up here is pretty strong. But he drops a cool ring, so it's worth a go. I'll try and get up behind him so he does a specific move. This is the move I wanted him to do. And there he goes down. And he drops a stone ring. It makes it so that you do more poise damage when you hit an enemy, so they stagger a lot quicker. That's pretty handy. Alright, so my opinion. Where I've played the game on the Xbox 360 already, I've got a pretty good understanding of it. In my opinion, this is a pretty solid game, to be honest. It's very difficult. Probably on par with the difficulty of the original. It's got some nice features added to it. Like, there's specific movesets if you can manage to dual wield something. It's called a power stance. You need additional stats and 2 matching weapons, and you can change the stance so that you can do what's called power attacks. It changes the combinations of movesets that you can do. Apparently dual rapiers is pretty strong. Literally just going to run through this zone. This is the tutorial area. I'm doing this just to get the souls, to be honest. One thing I've noticed though, is quite annoying, and other people have spoken about it, is if you notice just below my stamina bar there's a red shield with a box around it. That is to indicate that I'm auto blocking, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. Like when I dual wield, you'll notice that it goes into block stance straight away. It slows your stamina regeneration, which is a bit annoying, really. I nearly fell off the edge. Oh, forgot about him. I quite like how fluent this game can be compared to the last one.
You, give it, Moose. Yes, you! Give us Silky!
Alright, they want you to give them something silky smooth. So, if you remember, smooth and silky stone. You can discard stuff, so be very careful, but you can leave.
Yeah. Too nice, too smooth. Yeah. Silky smooth.
I obviously like that item. And see, I got a divine blessing for it. And you can do the same with the petrified gobby that I took as my my gift.
You! Give us! Yeah!
Got an old whip.
Yes,
I don't know if it's any good. Not going to be using it, to be honest. But yeah, whenever you find those small silky smooth items, you can take them back there and trade them in for a... It's usually like an upgrade item, like a Titanite shard or something like that. The jump mechanic has changed slightly on this game. Instead of sprinting and then double tapping B, or circle, or X, whatever, depending on how you got it set up, you sprint and then click in the left thumbstick and you do like a sprinty jump. You can also hold the sprint button while you're climbing up a ladder, and you'll use your stamina to climb a lot faster, which is quite cool. Cracked red eye orb. Now, I don't think you can use it in this zone, but it'd be pretty nasty of you if you invaded brand new players. So yeah, I'm just going to try and sort of speed run through this. Well, not speed run, just try and get through this area quite quickly, so I can get out in the real world. think there's anything down here. No. All good. Right, so I'm dead. See, there's an ogre there, and there's another one just around the corner at the bottom there. They both attack you if you run down there. They're protecting. If you notice on the shoreline, there's like a little coffin. If you jump in the coffin, you can switch your gender, so from male to female or female to male. Don't know why it was added on there, to be honest. If you wanted to be a female, you'd have made it on character select. Well, I think that's just about it, to be honest, for the little tutorial zone. One thing I should have mentioned actually is there's like these white tombstone things scattered around. So if you examine them, they usually give you a brief explanation on a game mechanic or what you're expected to do next, just as a part of the tutorial. Alright, so this is Majula. Majula, sorry, not Majula. This is the big hub for the game. Basically, it's where you go to sell up and level up and figure out where to go next and stuff like that. It looks quite attractive, really. The PC version looks a lot better than the Xbox version. I haven't really got any footage for comparison, but if you look up Xbox 360 or PS3 Dark Souls 2 and then compare it to this, you'll see quite a significant difference. The file sizes, apparently the PC version is about 3.5 to 4 gigabytes larger, and that's because the asset files are a lot more complex. I'll rest up at this bonfire. And you speak to this woman over here. She's the woman that you speak to level up and stuff.
Are you?
Just gonna
Go on
go through it. She gave me the Estus flask.
Seek lest this.
So you can upgrade your Estus flask with her. It's similar to using the Firekeeper's souls from the last game, but on this one you find Estus shards. Estus flask shards, sorry. And you speak to her and she'll upgrade your Estus flask to give you additional charges. You can also click level up and you'll pray in front of her and you can spend your souls to level up in various whatevers. I'm actually going to use my souls for something else. I'm just going to do a quick lap around this place and grab all of the items as well. Alright, when you come up here, you'll find a dead body. And it's got 5 homeward bones. And this tablet, if you kneel before it, you can join a covenant. Covenant of Champions, I think it's called. It increases the game's difficulty and stops co-op play. So it's like a hard mode, basically. You can still be invaded by other players, but you can't co-op, and the normal enemies have got a fair bit more health than they normally do. Yeah. Right. There's an item in the well over here. If you just smack that, get your first Estus flask shard. You can go over and give it to the herald, and she'll give you an additional charge of your Estus. This is the armor seller's house. Just gonna raid it before I speak to him. I'm going to buy the shield. One of the pre-order bonus shields is very similar, but not quite as good. So I'm going to be using that shield. I think there is an item up here. Yep. Divine Blessing. Does the same as it did on the original Dark Souls. It gives you all of your health back when you use it. Like an emergency heal item, basically. What else can we do over here? Speak to this guy up here, as a crestfallen warrior. Just going to speed through his dialogue. Eventually he'll ask you if you want to join a covenant.
What? If that... Do you ever... when you've protect...
Join the Way of the Blue. I'm going to say yes because you get a ring from it, which gives you a bit more HP. But... now I'm a sentinel... sorry, not a sentinel.
That is a wise decision.
In the Way of the Blue. If I'm ever invaded by somebody, like another player, there's a chance that a Sentinel of Blue will be summoned to my world to aid me in killing my invader. So that's not a bad one, I suppose, pretty handy. Equip that blue seal to give me some health back. What I do want to do is... equip that shield that I got. Good shield. That auto defend thing's quite annoying because I mean I need to put my shield away if I don't want to defend, so it's automatically defending. So when I hit, you know, my stamina goes up very slowly, but if I equip the shield, it goes up really quick. So I'm hoping that gets fixed. Gonna ditch all of those pre-order bonus items and the extra stuff I got in the box. I'm going to keep the Cleric's Sacred Chime out because I'm considering doing a faith build, so I'm going to keep all of that. Clear inventory is a happy inventory. Alright. So that's all that done. I think that's around about it, to be honest. I've grabbed all the items, spoke to the important people, equipped the Estus Flask Shard. Estus Flask, sorry. That reminds me, use the Estus Flask Shard. You speak to the woman over here again.
Is that a ship? Here, to see light. However...
click upgrade, you give her the shard. And... now it's got 2 charges. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Nice and short and sweet. I'm going to really enjoy doing this, I think. So, any input that you've got would be much appreciated. If you'd like to see me try something, or if there's something that I've got wrong that you'd like to correct me on, just chuck a comment down below. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next video.